I'm Doug.
And I'm Cathy.
And this is Maggie Mae. Join us as we follow the moon. Today we come to you from Eagles Landing RV Resort in Grove, Oklahoma. This is a nice little place. It's 8 miles off of Interstate 44, which is the turnpike in Oklahoma. And we are probably only about a half hour from Joplin, Missouri. So we're clear up in that corner of Oklahoma. So come along with us. Let us show you around everything this great coast-to-coast park has.
Thanks.
Now, if you're coming in on Interstate 44, you'll take exit 302, which is Route 59. Brings you right down to the park, and you'll see here on the map, it's almost surrounded by Grand Lake, which is Grand Lake of the Cherokees. Now, it's 8 miles from the interstate to the park, but the easiest way to find it, when you see this over here on the right, that's the Cherokee Casino. You're only a half a mile away from the park. We do normally speed up the drive on these, but today we're running at regular speed. So you'll have a good idea about how long it takes to get there. Now it's an easy spot to find because it has one of those light up, almost like a TV screen signs out in front. So even if you're coming in a little bit later, it's an easy one to spot. It'll be right here on our right. Pull in the first entrance, and there's parking longwise along the road there where you can park and go in to check in. And that's their main office. You go in the door furthest to the left there, check in. They also have propane out front if you do need propane. And we're going to make a right here and go through the gate. This is really a nice park. All of their amenities are just top notch. They do have quite a few cabins on premises, 1 bedroom to 2 bedroom, 1 bath to 2 baths. It looks as though they are re-siding and re-roofing all their cabins, but this shows you how the cabins in the front here are laid out almost like in a semicircle. And in the midst of them is a little playground area and a real nice green space.
They seem to get a lot of boaters here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people with boat trailers coming and going through here. Now, again, the quality of the amenities we were talking about, everything is nice and new and clean. This is their miniature golf, all metal bumpers around the outside.
It's really cute with the little wooden statuettes on it.
Yeah, it really is. And that's on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side is this little area. And it's a little waterfall area. It's really, really pretty. And there are some little fish in there, as well as the lily pads. They were in bloom when we were there. Right behind that is the shower house. And beautifully tiled, spotless clean. And the pool was not open yet when we were there, but they were working on it, and I think it was ready to open about any day.
It's still been a little cool.
Yeah, it has. Right behind that, this little building is their laundry. There's just 3 washers and 3 dryers, but again, everything was clean. They had seating areas in there as well as a television.
And a beautiful view.
Lots of windows. And right behind that is big green space area, as well as horseshoe pit, fun for everybody back there. On the left, that is their dump station. Some of the sites do not have sewer, so you pick and choose your site accordingly. They are assigned sites. There on the right is a pickleball court. And we'll come on back. The building on the right here is their clubhouse. Now, when we were here, the clubhouse was not open, so I don't have any footage of the inside, but looking through the windows, it's got a nice lounge area. It's got some games. And this area right off this little lake is marked on the map that it's for kayaks and paddle boats, which I imagine they have out during the warmer months. And it's a beautiful little lake full of turtles, and this time of year full of geese.
This is a great walk.
Yes, it is. Now that is just a little fishing lake. We'll show you Grand Lake when we get on out here a little bit. We're going to make a right here, and this is going to go around the campsites that are kind of surrounded on a little peninsula by Grand Lake. Some of these do have sewer, some do not, and there are a mix of 30 and 50.
And this Grand Lake is very big.
Yeah, it's a huge lake. I think that's the reason we've seen all the fishing boats around.
Yeah. Nice shade too.
Yeah, it's a beautiful park. Lots of birds out here along the lake. There's water birds, squirrels. We've seen a little bit of everything here. Now we're winding around out here to the point where the road's going to curve and start to come back in towards the park. But they've got a couple other really nice amenities out here. You'll see a little gazebo there straight ahead of us. That sits right there on the lakefront. And if you make a right here, it takes you down to a boat ramp, and that little building out there is actually floating on the water. It is a heated fishing deck. And there's the bridge that takes 59 across Grand Lake. You can see a couple of those big water birds out there along the shoreline.
It's so peaceful here.
It really is. You always hear the birds. And yet you're very close. You're 5 miles from being in downtown Grove, and it's a small town, but it's got some fast food. It's got shops. It's got an RV repair facility in there. I mean, anything that you need is right there handy. Now you'll notice these barrels as you go along, and wherever you're at, you can leave your trash in those barrels and they come through and pick them all up and take them to the main dumpsters for you. There is a small bathhouse back here. There also are some of those barrels that are marked ashes, so if you've got hot ashes from a fire or from your grill, you can dump them in there. Now, as I was filming this, over on the right, if you look towards that cluster of trees, you'll see a couple of geese over there, And there were 5 little fuzzy babies walking along with them. Now as we round this curve, we're coming back in towards the main part of the park again. And over on the right-hand side, you'll see out in the water the boat docks. There's also a fish cleaning station. And as we go past this group of trees, you'll see ahead of us, that's the clubhouse building that we had shown you before. We're going to turn off to the right and show you another section of the park that's over here. There are turtles in all of these little lakes. This one had a bunch of frogs croaking in it too. And when we come up here, we're going to make a left. And as we do that, you'll see there's 2 rows of RV parking and another row of their cabins and cottages.
And a few of those actually looked like they were duplexes.
Yeah, they're pretty good size.
Mm-hmm.
Now coming up over here on the left is a real nice little playground area. And again, all the equipment very well maintained. Everything looks new. We'll make a left right here at this corner. The maintenance buildings and all are over there on the right. And on this corner, there is a pavilion. So if you wanted to have a little get together, the nice little shaded area full of picnic tables. And these picnic tables in this park,
Oh, they're nice.
they're really nice. Getting kind of spoiled seeing picnic tables again. We went through most of the winter and didn't see any. And we were actually in a huge pull-through space. This is our site here. We had enough room to park the car in front or in back. This was a gravel site, and you can see our campsite here. Our picnic table would have probably seated 10 to 12 people easily.
Oh, yeah.
And the business side, you've got a 30 and 50 amp pedestal there. Nice threaded sewer connection, and water connection actually was shared between the 2 sites. So Kathy, what did you think about our stay other than the weather at Eagles Landing?
I don't know. The weather is beautiful today. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's gorgeous today.
I really like this park. It is so neat. It's small, it's quaint, and it's just really cozy. I like it.
It's got so much going for it, nice level sights, and one of the things I like most about it is it's coast to coast. So with our coast to coast membership, we could reserve this park for $10 a night. When we arrive at the park, there's another $10 per night resort charge. So for $20 a night, you can't beat it. And we're going to be using our coast to coast a lot more this year because we're in the middle section of the country where we don't have a lot of our other memberships that we can rely on. So coast to coast is a great way to go. It's a very inexpensive membership, And we can literally save you hundreds of dollars per year in park maintenance fees. If you check out the link in our description, you can join Coast to Coast with absolutely zero annual park maintenance fees if you follow those directions. Saves you bundles. With that, if you've enjoyed the video today, leave us a thumbs up. We sure appreciate it. And if you haven't already subscribed, watch for the button up in this corner at the end of the video. Tap that button. You can also ring the notification bell, and that way you'll know when every one of our videos come out.
And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.